Welcome to my Sci-Fi Collectors channel. Today I want to talk about Luke Skywalker action figures from The Power of the Force. These are 20 years old. They're from 1995 on the orange card. The green cards came out in 1997. And I want to show you some of the variations, talk to you about how you can figure out what the different variations are, how you can use a number on the back to understand changes, and just give you some information in case you own these and you want to know what the variations are, what they might be worth, or in case you're looking to buy the figures at a convention or online. I did a video on the X-Wing version of the pilots up there. Let me talk about these figures. This is Luke Skywalker in his Jedi outfit, and there's two versions, and I don't know if you notice, but this vest, they say it's brown. It looks a little gray to me, but all black cloak, black vest, black cloak, black vest. The first version came out and the vest was actually tan, brownish, gray. It was a different color, and they got rid of that version and came out with the black version. Usually, you can see, let's see, the difference in the vest colors. And that's a variation. Usually on the back, you can see, like right here, there's usually 5 or 6 digits, and then it'll say .00. When they change something on the figure, like go from the brown gray vest to the black vest, they change the number on the back, and that's how you can tell. It'll say .01. They didn't do that with this figure. But most of the time, anytime there's a packaging change or a figure change, the original version is .00, and then any change after that, they go to .01, .02. But for the Skywalker Jedis, this is the rare version. In some books it has it going as high as $70. Probably a fair price for these figures. Somewhere between $15 to $25, with the higher end being for the variation. I wouldn't pay more than that. They're not that rare. But trying to find them in really nice condition from 20 years ago can be difficult. But if you're going to a convention, you know, somewhere $15 to $25 for those. This is the original Luke Skywalker that came out in the Power of the Force series, and the first version had a saber that was as long or bigger than the action figure, and they didn't like that. They changed that over to a smaller saber. So you have that variation going from the first version that came out with a saber that's as long as the action figure to a smaller saber. I don't have the third version. The third version looks just like this. When they went from the long saber to the short saber, they kept the long saber packaging in, so you can see that there's a gap right there. And they did that for most of, I think actually all of the figures that had the long sabers going to this version. And the version in between is called the transition figure, and I don't think they changed the number on these either. They do say .00. You can see it like right in there. But usually look at this number. If you find a version that's .01, that means there was definitely a version before that. And then you had the second series come out, and that second series came out in 1997, and it was collection 2, and this is Luke Skywalker in the Stormtrooper outfit. But before, this is the final version. Let's see if they did it here, and they do it here. It says .01, and on here it says .00. So they went to the final version of the green card with the hologram, but they did put them out on the orange card. So this is rare, and the price again for these, you know, probably safe to bet, you know, $15 to $25. You can find them online, sometimes cheaper, but you do have to pay for shipping and handling. So this is the version came out, you know, in the first couple of weeks. Then they transitioned it over to this green card. This hologram is actually put right over this picture. So if you peel this off, you will have this picture there, and sometimes that looks like a third version. And then they came out with with the 1997 series, and this is Luke Skywalker when he got the Medal of Honor. And you can see they made a change. They say right here, all new likeness of Luke. And the original version had him, you know, pretty massive. He wasn't that big, he was just a kid. And you know, the width of his chest was just oversized, so they shrunk him down back to more like the character. This actually has version 0.01, and I had to do a little bit of research to figure out what the difference was. And this says Collection 1. The first version actually said Collection 2. They made a mistake and they changed it back over to Collection 1. So if you find a version that has a 0.00 right there, it will say Collection 2, and that's one of the variations. And then this is just another figure that came out in the 1997 series, and this is in his Hoth gear. Hope you enjoyed the video and you found it helpful to understand the difference between the variations and what the 0.00, 0.01 number means on the back of the card. Please check out my YouTube channel, Sci-Fi Collector Reviews, and I hope you check it out and I hope you subscribe. Thanks.